Jeannie from ASTROHYPE, PINKBLACKVIVI. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be talking about astrology, spirituality, and lifestyle. So today in this video, I'll be talking about one partner, synastry of one partner moon in the other partner's second house, okay? And I continuously talking about dating relationship as I like the subject, okay? So now let's jump right into the videos. When you have a partner, one partner moon in the other partner's second house, first off, we have to see what is the moon, okay? The moon is represent obviously the mother, the comfort about life, okay? The food, the habitually daily habits that we are living our life, the comfort. For example, what you're gonna ingest in the morning, okay? I love coffee. Okay, so what makes you feel relaxed, so to say, okay? And also the moon is also represent the masses, okay? And the masses, which mean your popularity. Is not the masses like the thing like starting of Aquarius or Uranus of Aquarius, like collective masses. Is not that, but the masses mean your popularity, your own popularity is the house between preceding between before the fifth, okay? So the moon is represented for Cancer, and Cancer's in originally zodiacal wheel is the fourth house, and the fourth house is the house preceding before the fifth house, and the fifth house is originally Leo, okay? So Leo is more of a self and creativity and expose oneself, okay? Me myself, okay? I'll have a Leo moon, okay? Then expose yourself in the manner of creatively, okay? Acting, drama, filmography, and mostly acting, performance, okay? And the fourth house, I find this fascinating to me because a lot of I see a lot of popular celebrity who have sun, moon, or rising in Cancer, very popular, because the moon also, like I said, the house, the fourth house, Cancer preceding before the fifth, and is the stage before the stage, okay? The fifth is actually the stage, and the breadth stage, so to say, right? So it's also represent the masses, and the masses is not the collective. It's not collective, okay? It's represented your own popularity, okay? Your shine, because when you look at the moon, it's very beautiful at the nighttime, and it's shine a light. It make poetry, it's make poet, makes a lot of good poems and poetry, okay? So the moon is popularity because it's beautiful. And when you put on and nurturing also, it's really nurture. It's kind of a mother in a good food and good drink, okay? It's not fine wine and dine, because that for Venus of Taurus in the second house, but it's for the food that makes you feel comfort, the food that when you eat it you feel like warm, you feel like the sense of your mother, okay? It's the type of the moon, okay? Like a home cooked food, okay? It's make you feel nurtured, it's make you feel healthy, okay? When you go outside, even you eat in a fine wine dine restaurant, you don't feel like, oh, is they put too much ingredients, put too much oil and sauce and whatever, it's make your health not good. But compared to your mother's cook or the food you cook your own at home, is the moon is represented by the moon, okay? And when you put on the quality of this moon in the other person's second house, so now let's talk about second house, okay? Because synastry is you put two charts of two individual in the relation on top of each other like this, right? And you see which planet in this person chart make aspect to the other person, the conjunction, oppositions, where 90-degree angles, 180 opposition, and also the strongest one is the conjunction, okay? And the conjunction here make in the CUSP, okay? So I am an astrologer, I do inclusive, okay? I'm not saying vast. I don't want to say vast because a lot of people come in our light our life, and not everyone can be that person, okay, like the person who can be in exclusively relationship. And the thing I'm saying, exclusively relationship, and I judge Placidus especially with dating, intimacy, relationship, okay. And with Placidus, you just put in the link I provided below. They have a CUSP, and you have to see the moon of the other person land on conjunction with that CUSP light of the second house, okay. The CUSP light is the CUSP between the first house and the second house. And in Placidus, maybe your house range, size, then degree is different, because in whole sign house system is 30-degree range equally, but it's not happen when you be in relationship, okay. I'm pretty much come to my conclusion, okay. I'm very evolutionist person, revolution person also at my as I said, okay. I do think I evolve, I revolve, and I do inclusive. But the thing is, I check times and times and times, and it cannot be like that. The range have to be 2 degrees in the CUSP, okay. So for example, you don't know how to see the CUSP, just put on whole sign house, okay. It's good. Whatever do you, okay. But put my video, my saying, my guiding, it just for consideration, okay. But like I said, for me, in my opinion, it's have to conjunct with the CUSP of the second house, okay, based on Placidus system, okay. So if the moon of one person land on the other person and conjunction with the CUSP of the second house of the other person, which make a conjunction, and we can watch this video, okay. Let's talk about second house. So second house is represented by originally represented by Venus and Taurus, and whatever size based on your rising sign, okay, whatever size you have on the second house CUSP is still considering a second house, because this is the series about one planet of the person conjunction or in land on the other person's house, okay. We just check the house meaning. We don't say much about the zodiac side of the house, okay. So the second house represented our value, our finance, our mostly cash, okay, finance, cash, crypto, bitcoins, properties, not property, but our possessions, okay. So for example, I have my bags, is still considering as second house, okay. Second house is the bags, the camera, the closet, the house mostly in the fourth, okay. Then the camera, even books is still my possession, okay. So it's but mostly the first thing of the second house is cash, finance, money, okay. And the money that you make is not the money that the other person give you, okay. The other person or joint assets is in the 8th house, but the second house is mostly 100% money you make, okay. And possession of yourself, value of yourself. So value is more of modern astrology, but I think it's good to be inclusive, you know. And I think if you have value, it's still considering at the second house, because I see a lot of charts of my client, myself, and whatever, you know. And some planets hit on the second house in simultaneously they change their value, then they also change the relationship between themselves and the financial aspect, which means money, okay, cash, finance, and also simultaneously you have a crisis in your value. And so, for example, a lot of people ask me what is value, and I'm a person, I don't like to say something like not explainable, okay. Value, which means, for example, I used to be an accountant, okay. I'm very practical. This is my real life story. Just only a few years ago, before pandemic, I'm very pragmatic. I'm very how I say it, stubborn in my own ways. Like I always spiritual, but I was not come out as spiritual. Okay, I come out as pragmatic, practical person. I do accounting. I always like looking for like status and money and stuff. But after pandemic hit, some crisis happened, and changing my value, okay, because some planets land on my second house, which means Uranus was in Taurus for years, and it was up and down. And it's not the relationship between me and the money, it's also the relationship between me and my value. So like I said, value, which means I change from pragmatic, practical person. I change into, from the day Saturn come into Aquarius and square with Uranus, I came out as a astrologer. I came out as a writer. I came out as, even though I always working as a astrologer writer for years, but nobody in my life know it, especially my family and my friends, girlfriend, nobody know. Then boom, I came out with a lot of art and stuff, because Venus, Taurus is, I'm talking about my own life, and Taurus is also Venus and stuff, and I'm an Aries rising. So second house is Taurus, and Taurus is Venus, and originally, okay, rule Venus, and Venus is also value about arts and stuff. And I see it's not just only the financial started changing, okay, then the value, which means the thing I value in my life with practical, pragmatic, turn into spirituality. Even though it's always in me, I never show it. Now it's show, okay, because a planet transit my second house. So go back to it. I want to explain about value, and this is a value here. Maybe you used to be very, very art, and now you come into different stage of your life. You change your value, okay, so you become more practical. Art come practical or something else, okay, more maybe you atheist and you change it completely into spiritual, okay, or a religious person. It's the value, and the second house is represent value also, because value is your possession. If you don't know, the first house is yourself, the second house is the house, follow it, and yourself, you project your value, you project in business field, they also call a face value of things, okay, so you project it to the second house. It's not just only money, it's also value, okay. So now you understand what is the meaning of second house, okay. Money, value, finance, what is value, I explain full length, okay. And the money that you make and the possession of yourself. The second house also means your family when you grow up. It's not the family that you have when you have your own family. For so to say, you have husband and wife and boyfriend long term, girlfriend long term, and you have you have kids with them. It's your own family. But the second house is a family that you grow up with, okay. So for example, your parents born you, and you have siblings, sister, brother, and your parents, when you grow up from 0 to 19 years or whatever, so on and so forth, it's called the second house, okay. The second house also represent the throat and the voice, okay. So a lot of Taurus, Adele is a Taurus sun rising. It's really good voice, right? So it's rule the throat, okay. Basically a lot of Aries rising, because we have places as CUSP and Taurus rising, they have big neck, you know. I have a short big neck, like a Taurus, because the second house, okay, is Taurus, the bull. It's rule the throat, okay. It's rule the voice. It's rule the singer also. The second house rule the singer. So now you have the picture of the second house, okay. And now you put the moon. I told you the moon is the nurturing, the habitual daily habits, the nurture, so on and so forth. And in my introduction of the video, I said about it, right? You put here in the second house, conjunction with the cause of the second. It's fantastic. Do you know why? Because the moon originally exalted would mean it's up, it's good, it's great. You just only know that it's good in the sign of Taurus, and whatever sign the second house basically originally ruled by Taurus, okay? And if you put the planet that exalted in the house of is already exalted and have quite similar characteristic of each other, okay? So I feel like the second sextile with the 4, and you remember I said a moon represent the 4th house of Cancer, right? Originally. So if you put whatever side, you just only know that if you put the moon, your moon in the other partner second house is fantastic, okay? Nothing to say, whatever side, even though it's, for example, it's in Capricorn, it's the levitated moon, okay? But even you put the levitated moon in the second house of the other person, is still fantastic, okay? It's a little bit restricted because Capricorn is more restricted, it's more structure, it's more foundation, but it's also have the quality of it's just neutralized, so to say, okay? It's not make the moon bad or worse, but it's make the moon neutralized if you have the levitated moon, okay? So don't worry. And the first thing wonderful about it is one partner moon come here, make the other partner work on their values and increase their finance, okay? So if your moon come to here, you might you have a partner and you say, oh babe, I see this stock is really good, or I see this cryptos is very good, you want to invest. They suggest you know. Also this plan out because of the manifestation of the second house. The second house is money and finance, okay? And the moon person will bring here a lot of you know, good quality about, because it's generally a good house of finance and nurturing and of finance and a good quality of value, okay? So for example, the moon person, mostly the moon, the planet person will bring the quality I explained above to the house person, okay? So the house person will look up into the moon person. For example, the moon person come and say, oh babe, I see you're very talented in photography, so why don't you try and test photography? You know, they suggest you to do something. Listen to them, listen to the moon person, okay? The planet, the house person, listen. And when you guys work together, it's fantastic, because the second house underlie of the family that you grow up with. So the house person will feel so much relatable to this person, like this person is like have the quality of their parents, of their siblings, of their the home environment that they grow up in. So it's easily and it's very easy flowing aspect, okay? I congratulate if you have this, is especially conjunction. And remember the house person, I already explained, okay? Just listen through the house quality and the second house quality and the moon quality. So just match it, okay? Match two together, and like I said, it's a good aspect. And if the moon person specifically suggested the house person doing something with them, it's good. It's usually good, okay? And it's usually turned out good. Obviously, we have to check the whole chart. Maybe the whole chart is messed up with some square and Pluto and stuff like that. It's not good, okay? That's why the whole chart need to be examined by professional intimacy and dating, not regular intimacy and dating astrologer, okay? Because if you don't know, intimacy and dating astrologer, we read couple chart at the same time with the permission of the couple, okay? It's not like, oh, one person bring the other person date of birth, and no, we don't do that. We do like consultation, okay? So please be aware of like bringing the chart of the other person to astrologer without permission, okay? I'm not reading like that. And when do consultation with clients specifically about relationship, you need to have two people, not one. The chart, two charts and two people, okay? Because relationship is back and forth, and everything is 50-50. Okay, you cannot just, okay, I bring the chart on day birth, time of birth, whatever. Can you read it? And when you read it, it's really matched, but in reality they cannot match. Okay, science is one and spiritual is the other thing, and go hand in hand. Okay, so just that's it. I congratulate everyone who have this aspect, and just do listen to your partner if you have this planet aspect. But remember to check with professional intimacy and dating astrologer to know if this aspect really play on your whole chart, both of you guys chart. Okay, thank you so much for listening. Please like, share, subscribe, comments for me, so I have more motivation to do more good video. Thank you guys to tune in. Okay, have a wonderful day, night to everybody in the world. Bye.